Yeah, it sucks. I appreciate the support, but I mean, I knew what I was getting into with a Nuzlocke like this, with this many extra rules on it. I should have just played it safe instead of worrying so much about over leveling the other mons that I had on my team. And man, that guy had like a team that comprised of pure water types, which my team up till that point was bad against anyway. But yeah, true. Honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into another run here. Maybe at very least we can get to Brock and through that point. Let's speed this up because this will be a lot of repeat. We're gonna stay the same with the same names, I think, for the main part, but see you later, teammates. I knew you. I was fond of you. But unfortunately, all things must come to an end. Did I just spell out Gator because there's no numbers? I think that's what I did. And I'm pretty sure I made the rival gone but not forgotten. True. They'll always exist in the footage. Rival's name. We did exclamation point rules. Lowercase.
Oh my goodness! Squidward!
The algorithm, thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the good luck wishes. Alright. Actually, before we leave, we'll take the one potion that's hiding in our PC. We'll ignore our family members and we'll run into the grass. Alright. Honestly, the Bulbasaur strategy seems to have the least RNG involved. So, oh, stop it. And there's already a lot of RNG involved, so we're gonna go with Bulbasaur. Let's see. What are we gonna name our boy? Hey, Boomer. How's it going? Name him Garden, because I said so, I guess. Bulbasaur. I like it. I like it. It's gross, but I like it. Can I fit all that? I don't think I can. Oh wait, no. I can sort of fit it. The S's are going to get combined, but as long as you're cool with that, we can certainly make that fit like this. You have a cringy Bulbasaur video from TikTok? I honestly, I don't even know exactly what that would be, but I'm down to see it. Well, man, Dave, you feel free to post it in the Discord. Okay, we got Bulbasaur, and we're gonna do our first rival fight here. It doesn't even matter what happens here because we don't have our Pokeballs yet, but here we go. he already crit me. He already crit me, so this is not gonna work. Unless he decides to use nothing but growl for every other one of his turns. Can we get a crit back? Yeah, I lost to a random trainer, or I guess it wasn't a random trainer, it was the gambler on the route in between Lavender and Saffron that had 2 Poliwags and a Poliwhirl, and the only strong Pokemon I had on my team was my Graveler, because I was training up to 2 other of my Pokemon, and I didn't have my Ivysaur on me or my Nidoking on me. They were hanging out in the box, so... So yeah, we got destroyed by that one trainer because he got some crits on us in really bad spots with the Poliwag and Water-type moves. And whiting out or blacking out in the hardcore run means we get to start fresh. So yeah, I didn't play it safely enough. I should have still kept my Ivysaur and my Nidoking on my team, but it happens. Mistakes were made, but I'm never letting that gambler beat me again, though. That's for sure. I'll always remember him now. So yeah, back to square one, but... Okay, we lost the first fight. No problem. Yeah, more content. Okay, so we got our Bulbasaur. We have to go... Technically, we can do a little training here and not have to worry about anything fainting, because we still don't have Pokeballs yet, so... I don't think this guy up here gives us the potion until we're headed back the other way, but... Pidgey, don't be this way. Ugh. Well... You sent 3 different ones? Okay. I'll be interested to check them out after stream. Alright. I'm not gonna level up too much in this area, but I'm okay with getting myself to at least level 7. Oh, of the different starters. I see, I got you. Come on. Okay, he does give it to us now. Cool. We also carry Pokeballs so that you can... so that you could fail your Nuzlocke. Imagine speedrunning this. Oof. That's fine. You keep knocking me out. I don't care. I do not care. So the Nuzlocke has not begun yet. I don't have to worry about... Okay, we're level 7. We got Leech Seed. Cool. Yes, Boomer, I did just black out, but the Nuzlocke has not begun yet because I don't have balls yet. So technically the rules have not yet applied. Yeah, technically I just blacked out twice, but our Nuzlocke has not officially begun yet, so I don't have to worry about that quite yet. We still gotta get the package for Professor Oak and take it back to him. It's all good, Boomer. I appreciate you checking up on me and making sure I'm not just on autopilot. Because sometimes it happens, especially if I'm like trying to keep up with chat or something else is going on, or I'm trying to strategize stuff in my head. I could very easily just go on autopilot and not even think about it. So yeah, I genuinely enjoy the Nuzlocke challenge, even though it can be excruciating. Alright, here's your parcel. We get our Pokedex. Our rival will tell us that his family hates us. And we'll prove to him that his family doesn't hate us. His sister gives us a map. And that's the fun. Yeah, precisely. You guys get to enjoy the excruciation. Possibly even more than me. Alright, let's go up here. I have cash, right? Yeah, I do. Alright. I have enough cash to buy 3 Pokeballs. Alright. Our Nuzlocke officially begins. Quickly let me throw our boy up there. And what did we name our boy? I almost forget already. Or I forget how we spelled it anyway. I know it's Bulbasaur, but... There we go. Yeah, me too. I very much... I'm very happy that I integrated the Twitch soundtrack stuff instead of just having the... I love the Pokemon music, but having it sped up to 3 times speed and sounding like a carnival that's going galactic is just a little too much to hear constantly. And it was starting to get to my mind, so I'm sure it wasn't wonderful to listen to on the receiving end. And oh, I need to change the size of the name. That's the problem. That's why I can't see it all. There we go. That's good enough. Our boy Bulbasaur. And let's go ahead and see. Could drive a streamer mad. Yeah, I think if that in combination of the Nuzlocke not going well, at any certain point would be enough for me to just be like, I'm turning the volume off. The music needs to stop. And we get a Pidgey. Let's see if we can catch the Pidgey. Also, let me know if you all have any, you just have to be in the mood for it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let me know if you all have any requests regarding the music. I mean, if you have a particular genre that you'd like to listen to, I don't mind giving it a shot. But obviously I can't actually pick specific songs or anything that copyright or would have any issues with that. But imagine dying right here. Easiest reset of my life. Easiest reset. It'd be frustrating, undoubtedly, especially after I just had to reset, but I would easily knock that Pidgey out. If I felt like it was getting close, I'd be like, nah, I'm totally fine with losing this encounter. I'm just gonna knock you out. But it could totally happen. Gust could crit and ruin me. Let's see, let's name our Pidgey here. I'll give 30 seconds if anybody would like to redeem a name for it, and if not, I think I already have a name in mind that I'll give it. If nobody redeems anything, it's going to be... Oh, actually, hang on. I think I can fit this. I agree, Boomer. I hope everybody out there is in the world of chat is doing well. It's been a pretty relaxing Wednesday for me. No complaints here personally. I'm looking forward to the heat dying down some so that we can get some of that autumn weather going. I love the autumn time. Alright, we got Bulbasaur and Pheasant. There's an optional rival battle that we could do here, but honestly, it sucks. It sucks to do, because the Pidgey that he has at this level is gross. I mean, it's gonna sand attack you to death, no matter what you send out. So, the last run I avoided this optional fight because the first two attempts, the first two runs that I did, I went to that fight and I got slaughtered both times. I also picked Squirtle as my starter for those runs, but Sandman? Let's see what our route encounter is here. We got Rattata, which is kind of unfortunate. I was hoping we could get another Nidoran. Being able to have Nidorino and then Nidoking really early on was super helpful. But that's okay. We'll try to catch Rattata here. Oh, Sandman for much sand attacks. Gotcha. Alright, we got you in the yellow. Will you be agreeable? I hope you will. Nothing like wasting Pokeballs on a Rattata. Alright, what are we going to name you, or my little rodent friend? I'm putting 30 seconds on the clock if anybody would like to redeem to name him. Otherwise, he will be named Teefers. I think we will have him be our second team member slot for now. Okay, time limit is up. He is officially now Teefers. And boom. Oh, that's awkward. Why are they doing that? There we go. Not a virus. Don't worry, Boomer, I trust you. What we got here? Oh, it did not let me click on that. There we go. Yep, Gen 1, those were the days. Yeah, it geeks me so badly that he's holding a Capri Sun in his hand. That's fantastic. Scabbers would have been a good name. It would have indeed been a good name. Alright. Good old Harry Potter reference. Like that. I like that. We're not going to go up there because I'm not going to fight him. There's no need to put myself through that kind of misery. Totally optional fight, and Pidgey is a beast up there, and I'm not having that. So, let's go ahead and put Pheasant away for now. We'll hang on to Teefers. I'm going to try to do the same strat we did against Brock last time, utilizing Bulbasaur. I don't have any more money, right, to buy... Oh, I can afford an antidote. That's good. Been thinking about putting that as your profile pic, was too lazy to ask artist. And that is a pretty cool picture, and it really does fit your, does fit the whole Boomer branding, I guess. Alright, we can go past this dude up here. This is a new route, technically, right? Yeah, Route 2. So... we've already encountered a Pidgey. So that's a no. The Pika Boomer made you die. Yeah, that whole picture is quite amusing all the way around. And thank you for your contributions to the Gen 2 Nuzlocke. It might be starting a little later than I thought, because we were about halfway through the game just now, or I don't know, maybe halfway is a little too overzealous. We were about 40% or so, 30 to 40% through the game, and now we're starting over, but I did not heal. And it doesn't matter, because this is still not an encounter that we can catch, because we already caught Pidgey. Let me go back and heal. Extend Gen 2 pool. I was thinking about it potentially, because based on the level that contributions are coming in, it's going to be very close as far as it getting completed with the amount of time left. I was considering doing an extension on it because, I mean, I love Nuzlocke and I love Gen 2, so it'll be very difficult to have me avoid doing so. To have me avoid doing one. The Cool Man Dude, thank you very much for following. I appreciate you. Welcome to the swamp. Happy to have you. And please let me know how to say your name if I mispronounced it, because I want to call everybody what they intend to be called. And not just my best attempt. And Wildman, thank you for your contribution to the Cool Man Dude. Gotcha. Well, welcome aboard. We were heading towards the 4th gym when we got the team that we had with us wiped. So now we're back at the beginning of the game, starting the Nuzlocke over again. Why do I keep running into... I swear Caterpie and or Weedle can spawn out here too, but I just keep getting... There we go. There's a new encounter. Weedle. I want to see the Nuzlocke I've been dumping all my points in. Sounds good, yeah. It'll be hard-pressed to keep me from doing a Gen 2 Nuzlocke in its entirety. Because that just sounds like a lot of fun. But I think if we ended up getting very close to the wire, I'll definitely put an extension on there for the challenge to be completed. So, okay, so we caught a Weedle. What are we going to nickname our Weedle? Got 30 seconds on the clock for anybody that would like to give it a name. And if not, we'll name you... So his name is going to be Shanks, unless somebody has... somebody would like to redeem points to nickname it something else. Alright, timer's up. Shanks it is. Guess let me go back and heal, that way I don't immediately lose the Weedle. Not that I think Weedle's going to be particularly useful for the run, but that Beedrill that we had last run came in handy for using Cut, at very least. You think Pokemon will always be a thing? I think so. I think Pokemon, honestly, by the time Generation 3 became a thing, I was fairly certain that Pokemon was enough of a cultural phenomena that it'll continue on in perpetuity. Will it always be as popular as it is now or was then? I don't know, but I think it'll always be a part of culture, and global culture now, considering how widespread it is. And I think one of the main things that have kept it more relevant in recent times has been Pokemon Go. I mean, anybody that has Wi-Fi can download the app for free and catch Pokemon and enjoy that core concept. So what about Route 22? Route 22, that's the route that takes you up to the Pokemon League, right? Because if so, we've already done that. We caught Rattata there. So we caught Pidgey in Route 1, got Rattata at Route 22, and then we just got... yeah. And then just did Weedle on Route 2 up to the forest. You can catch this, right? No. We've already caught... we've already caught a Pokemon in this area. We caught the Weedle here just now. And we've already caught a Pidgey anyway, so the species clause would have come into effect, and we would have been able to get another encounter for something that we hadn't caught yet. Good question, though. That's true. I mean, Pokemon Go is run by Niantic. I think that's how you say their name, or at least it was the last time I messed around on it, which was years ago. Sorry, getting a little caught up on chat here. Highest grossing franchise of all time. Yeah, and I remember hearing that a lot too, Algorithm, when I was a young warthog back in the days of the 90s. I would hear that all the time. I would hear adults talk about Pokemon and be like, oh, you know, that'll never... Okay, we can't catch Kakuna, even though it was our first encounter because we just caught a Weedle and they're in the same family. So we can get another encounter here. Yeah, as far as the team, I only have Bulbasaur and Rattata up there just because for the first gym, which will be the next big fight that we're coming up on, we can only have 2 party members because Brock only has 2 party members. And he has a level 14 Onix and a level 12 Geodude. So I'm only putting 2 Pokemon there in the slots for what our team is at this point. I'll only be updating the squad there on screen for major team members. Speaking of which, I don't know if Rattata will stay up there. I might be switching him out for something else that I encounter here or in the next area. Also, I'd like to encounter something from a different family so I can actually catch still more Weedle. Competition for the same realm is really low. Digimon is the only thing you can think of that actually competed with it. Yeah, Digimon became competition for it. I mean, there were a lot of other franchises cropped up that tried to compete with Pokemon, but most of them just got flattened so quickly that they never existed long enough to make enough of an impact. But a lot of other companies tried to cash in on the Pokemon train and just didn't end up working out that well for them. Dragon Warrior monsters. Oh, I've heard of that. I love the Dragon Quest series mainly because Akira Toriyama did all the artwork. But they're some fun games. Alright. Oh, that's right. I wanted to get my encounter. Let me keep running into things until I get something different. Okay, there we go. There's a Metapod. I did play Chrono Trigger, but Chrono Trigger is a great game. Goodness, that was... It's been a while, though. It's been a long while. Get a little damage in before your defenses go crazy. One more tackle should do it, I think. It does have an amazing soundtrack. You're incredibly right. No, so the Weedle I got outside of Viridian Forest. Viridian Forest itself is its own encounter, because it's like counted the same as a cave. So I caught the Weedle outside of it in Route 2, so it wasn't technically... It's still technically okay to get my catch in here. I just keep running into Weedle and Kakuna that I couldn't catch because I already caught the Weedle previously. And that's because of the species clause, not because of it being a unique route. I only have one Pokeball left, so I hope it catches it. Cool. Alright, Metapod. What are we going to name Metapod? Oh, well, I know what I'm going to name it if nobody redeems it. Because I always name... I always name them Margarine. Because when they evolve, they're Butterfree. Badum-tis. Dumping all future points into the Gen 2 Nuzlocke. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys are as hyped to see it as me. This is going to be our first trainer battle in here. Okay, Margarine, you're going to die. Yeah, I end up naming all of my Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Margarine, or I can't believe it's not. Just because I'm a little bit panivorous. Sometimes. Alright. Honestly, Bulbasaur is going to be able to handle most of, the engagement here, but I'd like Rattata to get some juice too. It's going to poison me, isn't it? It crit and poisoned. How did I know? How did I know it was going to do that to me? Oh. Okay. Well. Stop lowering my speed. Luck. I went from luck 0 to luck, or luck 100 to luck 0, just like that. It's a good thing I bought an antidote and found at least one more, because I knew it was going to happen. Oh, it's got... That's weird. Why does it have Switch on? I have Set turned on. I had it for the last Nuzlocke. Does it reset when you start a new file? Alright, well, it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to switch. But as one of my rules, it's supposed to have Set turned on instead of Switch whenever a Pokemon faints. But that's fine. I'm not using it, so I can switch that setting off here after this battle. Option. Yeah, it changes the text speed back to medium. Battle animation can stay on, and it's on battle style shift. It needs to be set. Weird. I didn't think those kind of things. I thought that kind of thing was taken care of independently of whether or not you're playing a fresh file. I should have just left them poisoned. Okay, switching back to Bulbasaur. You know, it's funny that you bring that up, Boomer, because I was looking at my VODs the other day and I was like, huh, it says that I have 0 views. But I had viewers, and normally those viewers get counted directly into the VOD immediately. And I was like, okay, maybe they changed the way that they're calculating that. But I didn't think too much of it afterwards, so I'm glad to see that other people have noticed that as well, and it wasn't just me. So yeah, I don't know if they changed it intentionally or if it was an unintended glitch, like you said. But if they changed it intentionally, I'm curious as to why. I mean, I don't care either way personally. It doesn't change anything for me as far as I know, but yeah, it makes me wonder too how it calculates when somebody is viewing. So one theory that I had prior to this happening was that when if you end your stream without rating somebody, I feel like those viewers wouldn't get counted in the VOD, but if you do raid somebody, it counts people as viewing the VOD because technically your VOD comes up on screen for like a millisecond before the raid actually takes place and you move over to the other channel. But when you stream, if you end yours and you don't raid and it would still show up that way, then that throws my theory, out the window, because I pretty much raid. I would say I've ended stream without rating less than 5% of my streams. So I don't even know if I explained that correctly, but luck negative too. Yeah, I've been poor Rattata is getting poisoned every single time I send him out. I'm gonna have to use another antidote because if I don't, he will die. Honestly, I'll drop the potion too. That's how much I'm banking on you, Rattata. You rated someone last night in the VOD, only got 2 views. Interesting, okay. Okay, good. We got you poisoned again, which is great. Yeah, I could definitely switch train. Let me see. Okay, we're down to the 1 health. That'll keep you alive till we get there. Oops, didn't want to do that. Just do a little training here. You can't possibly poison me. This doesn't seem good though. Okay, so he did 6 on the first hit. He lowered my defenses. It's not, it puts me in crit range, so I better just switch. Well, as you can see, Boomer, I can't seem to escape Pokemon, and I don't even want to, so... I still find myself, before I was streaming, I'd find myself going back and playing through... I think the last thing I played through before I started streaming again was Platinum. I booted up my old DS, or I guess it was my 3DS, and played all the way through Platinum again. And I guess that's going to keep things somewhat fresh in my mind for when the Diamond and Pearl remasters come out later this year. Yes, Sword and Shield are the most recent Pokemon games, not counting Pokemon the new Pokemon Snap. There we go. There's level 6. Get in there. There we go. Six, 4, 3, 10. That's fine. Switch out Shanks here. Yeah, I could go back to train at Route 1, but I would prefer to get to the other side of the forest and train in the forest on the outside of Pewter, or the train in the grass on the outside of Pewter, I mean. I feel like that's going to be more time efficient for me, and in the meantime I can just use Bulbasaur to get me the rest of the way through the forest, because he can't get poisoned. There's another antidote, so I guess I didn't technically have to go all the way back. I could have just grabbed that and kept going, but I'm sure I would have gotten poisoned again anyway, so... Through here, get this, another potion. It's another Metapod. We can deal with you if we can get the poison off. There we go. There's the poison. There's level 4. Yeah, you're level 10. You can get swapped into here. Crit, of course. Because why not? Oh, another crit. Great. There we go. Level 5. I got one more trainer to fight up here, right? Oh no, that was the last guy. Okay, great. Oh, and cool man, I'd prefer to train up here just because stuff's higher level up here, and it's right next to this Pokemon Center. There we go. Alright, so Brock has a level 14 and a level 12. Obviously, I'm going to get Bulbasaur to be our level 14, and then level 12, in between Rattata and... Honestly, I could either continue raising Weedle and have a Beedrill that basically would be unusable in that fight, at least in the fight against Brock, because, I mean, Geodude and Onyx could very easily deal with it, especially if Onyx is using Bide, and I deal any damage at all. But I think the best... It might be better to go for Butterfree. I don't know, both of them are going to be useless past the next gym. past Cerulean anyway, so I think I'll just level up teefers. He's not going to be useful in this gym either, but at least if I can get him to the point where he's got Super Fang and Hyper Fang, he can do some good work. I don't even have Quick Attack yet. Also, we haven't encountered anything we haven't already caught. And I forget, is this technically Route 3, this area? Or is this part of Route 2? I want to say this is Route 3, but I can't remember. I'd have to look at the map. It's still Route 2, okay. That's what I thought, but... And then Route 3 is the side path up here, the connecting path. I think it's next level I get Quick Attack, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there it is. There's a Weedle. Go ahead, poison me. I don't care. In a good position to go heal. Go ahead. Get another Pokeball. Yay! Okay, great. Thanks. And soon... I guess I could train against the trainer that's in there, too. Level 8. All right. Let's go ahead and fight the trainer inside the gym. We deposit Margarine and Shanks. Okay, I'm healed up. If I remember correctly, this trainer's got a Sand Shrew. I feel like there's also an item hidden somewhere here, right? I forget what tile it is, but whatever, I'm not worried about it. Okay, we got Bulbasaur out first, that's good. Okay, he's higher level, but he's not high enough level to have a ground type move. He's just fast and has scratch. Of course it crit me. Gonna use growl, which isn't gonna matter here. Okay, we got a crit that time. I'll level this up. Question is, are we going to survive Sandshrew now? Okay. Okay, it's determined to lower our accuracy forever. Oh, is it because... Okay, so Sand Attack is a ground type move and we're poison type. Is that why it keeps spamming Sand Attack? Because it's super effective? Or, in theory, its typing is super effective against ours? Now we can't land any moves because it's used Sand Attack so many times. You're now seeing why Bulbasaur is so good here for the Nuzlocke, because despite the fact that we can't hit him directly, we still have a chance. There we go, we landed a tackle. He's got a scratch in though. Okay. We miss. He scratches. Ooh, okay. We're lucky he didn't get any crits in there, or we would have had some extreme problems to deal with. Alright, we got our Bulbasaur to level up twice though from that. Played that dangerously and it worked out. Alright, we're going to need to level up Bulbasaur 2 more times. And Rattata, what? 4 more? Gonna jump in here just for a moment. Come on. There we go. Alright, level 13, and that gets us Vine Whip. Although, honestly, I don't know that I'm going to even want to use Vine Whip. I mean, maybe I'll use it against the Geodude, but when it comes to Onix, I mean, if I hit him with Vine Whip and he survives and gets to use Bide on me, that's GG. So, I'll probably just try to stall out the Onix, but maybe Geodude will launch the Vine Whip at. You're still here? Appreciate it, Ping Pong. appreciate everybody coming by and supporting me in the Nuzlocke and hanging out and chatting and lurking and all of the things that you guys are that you guys are doing. Ping Pong, I tried setting up the watch time command yesterday. Last stream I had it going, but couldn't, it wouldn't connect correctly. The watch time, both watch time and follower age ended up with server errors, so I'm still looking into troubleshooting that. At first I wasn't sure if it was just me because I was testing it using my own account, but it turns, when I had somebody else test it on my stream yesterday, it wasn't working either, so. No, Nightbot's still there. I just disabled those two commands because they weren't working properly, and I still need to fix them. The other stuff should still be there. Hopefully he's still... I think he's still paying attention. Yeah, he's still paying attention. He's there. Those commands just don't exist at the moment. Almost to 14. Come on, Bulbasaur. You got this, my vegetable friend. Come on. Come on. Alright, I am going to train Rattata up, even though, ideally, Rattata does not make an appearance in this fight coming up. Push the wrong button. There we go. Level 9. Alright, 3 more. Getting level 3s and level 2s now. Like some level 4 and 5, please, game. There we go, there's a level 4. Okay, I'm gonna heal real quick just so I don't get crit by something dumb. And very shortly we'll be taking on Brock. But it won't be very quickly if I keep running into level 2 Pokemon to try to get experience off of. There we go. That was a little better. Okay, level 4 Pidgey. 31, okay, that's decent. Puts us at level 10. Yeah, if we can get level 4 and level 5 Pidgey and Rattata, that would be ideal. Very, very happy that we can do this in 3 times speed. Because all of this training... Alright, now that we got him at level 10... and go back and fight some trainers down here. I know I skipped some. Did I battle them all? Maybe I did. I thought I purposefully skipped, but perhaps not. What's happening, game? Okay, you're done for level 11. Okay, so very close to being where we need to be. Alright, as far as strats go, we're going to be going in leading with Bulbasaur. I mean, there's no reason to involve Rattata in this fight at all, because he's not going to be able to hit Geodude or Onix very hard since they're both rock types. I only have access to normal type moves. So it's going to be all up to Bulbasaur, and if for some reason Bulbasaur faints, then Rattata will have to go in and finish sweeping up whoever's left. But ideally the strategy is we go in, we get rid of the Geodude pretty quickly and easily. We set up Leech Seed on Onix and Growl, and just growl at him while he tries to keep using Bide. As long as we don't deal direct damage, he's not going to be able to reflect the damage back with Bide, which will be mostly up to Leech Seed, goodness, to take care of that issue. And then the only other move that he's going to hit us with would be Tackle. And as long as we growl him enough times, Tackle should not be a huge concern either. And with that strategy, we should be able to play it safe enough to defeat Brock. Alright, I think 1 or 2 more Pokemon and we should be level 12. That one was only level 3. As this one... Wow, we actually encountered a Pikachu. That's pretty cool. Bye-bye. Got us to level 12. Alright. Nope, don't even care what you are. Bye-bye. Okay. With that, we are officially ready to take on Brock. Well, as ready as we can be, anyway. Alright. Fingers crossed. Let's do this. Nettie, how's it going? Anybody out there that doesn't know Nettie, be sure to check him out. Has a lot of fun playing Mario Kart with him on Friday nights. A lot of cool games that he plays on his channel, so be sure to check him out and give him a follow. It'll be well worth your time. Doing okay, doing fine. As you can see, we're back. We're back at the beginning of the game. I got almost to Erica when I ended up in a bad position trying to train up some Pokemon, and we had a team of 2 Poliwags and a Poliwhirl that slaughtered the team members I had with me. So we ended up having to do the hard reset because we got whited out in that, or we blacked out in that fight. So hard reset, all the way back to the beginning of the game. Here we are with Brock again. Galactic Reptile, good to see you, bud. Thanks for stopping by to partake in the Nuzlocke fun. Strat here is going to be pretty bare bones and simple. The Geodude, I just want to go ahead and set up Leech Seed on, just in case. Okay, he went for Defense Curl, no big deal there. And Vine Whip's going to do some good damage. Yeah. We crit anyway, so cool. A good 8 times the amount of damage. Doing level cap of next gym leader, correct. So Brock has 2 Pokemon, his level 12 Geodude and his level 14 Onix. I have a level 14 Bulbasaur and a level 12 Rattata. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And yes, you can use exclamation point Nuzlocke and exclamation point Nuzlocke 2 to learn more about all of the rules that I'm using in this run. There are some rules that I don't have included in there, and I don't mind answering or going over them, so certainly let me know if you have any questions. But yeah, I'm doing level cap for the gym leaders, as well as when I go into each of the rival fights, I'm using his levels for my team and number of team members as well. So it's also a hardcore Nuzlocke, so I can't use items in battle other than when I'm trying to catch my first encounter per route with Pokeballs. There's a lot going on. But basically here, I could go for a Vine Whip, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take it as safe as I could possibly be. We're going to lead off with Leech Seed, because, yep, there's Bide. It evaded Leech Seed. Of course it did. There we go. Oh, you got Omega Ruby finally. Nice, nice. Gen 3 is awesome, and the Alpha and Omega remakes are solid. And I miss Mega Evolution, so I'm happy that I still can go back to games like Alpha and Omega and still have that mechanic in there. Yep, you unleashed your energy, but it didn't matter because I never hit you directly. Silly Onix, tricks are for kids. So now the whole strat is I'm just going to keep growling at him so that if he decides to use Tackle instead of Bide, he can't do too much to me, hopefully. Yes. Is that the old Mew shirt? It is. It is indeed. Good eye. The old Mew Pokemon card from the VHS release back in the day of the Mewtwo movie. And yeah, Mega Evolution is present in Alpha and Omega, and it actually gives the Generation 3 starters Mega Evolutions too, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the strat. I'm just gonna keep growling because okay, you hit me for 5. I'm gonna heal back 2 and continue to lower your attack stat. And then maybe, just maybe, if I'm feeling ballsy when he gets to lower health, I'll use a Vine Whip on him. But in general, I'm going to avoid it, because I'd hate to hit him, have it not finish him, and then have him unleash Bide and just one-shot me. It's just not worth it to me. Agreed. Z moves, Gigantamax also. I think I like Gigantamax more than Z moves, but Mega Evolution to me is still like just evolution in general when it comes to Pokemon is a very cool concept to me. So I don't even know why I keep debating if I'm going to pick another move. I'm not. I'm just going to do Growl. I'm going to go the safe and proven method. Oh no, you unleashed all your energy that you didn't build up because I didn't hit you. For shame. That's fine if nothing happened. I'm totally okay with growling at nothing. Automated Alligator vs. Galactic Reptile is a funny mashup. It is, and it's funny too because when goodness, how many years ago was that? Never mind. I don't want to think about how long ago it was, but back in the day, Galactic Reptile and I used to be roommates. So, fun fact. Did you know that? Now you know. Now you know. 5 years ago. Oh my. I never thought as a child that I'd get to a point in my life where I was like, oh, that happened 5 years ago. I'm so I'm so disjointed mentally from that time period now. I don't know, maybe disjointed wasn't the right word, but the vast experience of life begins to weigh down on you when you look back at 5 years ago and go, man, that was it feels like such a long time ago. Speaking of gators, you drove down to Miami in the Everglades the other day. Nice. I was gonna, for a split second, I was gonna ask if you did any camping, but if you're in Florida, camping just seems like a terrible idea. I think going for like a hike or enjoying some of the national parks and like the Everglades and stuff is cool, but Florida is not a place where I'd want to put a tent on the ground and think that I'm gonna survive sleeping through the night. 16-hour drive almost died. Yeah, oof, 16 hours is rough. I feel like I get to the point if I'm driving in the car for more than an hour and a half where my lower back just starts to give out on me. And detached is the word. Yes, detached is that's what I was fishing for. Thank you. I guess this is kind of a lame way to cheese out the boss, but or the boss, the first gym, but if that means Bulbasaur and Rattata get to live on, then it's all worth it. That's what Brock gets for only having one strategy. So if you don't have a backup, your strategy is going to get abused. And yeah, Nettie, it's been one shot with Vine Whip for a while now. That's fair. And that brings us to level 15, which is cool. And we beat Brock. Okay. We're back on the road to success. One badge under our belt. We get a little badge boost. We can use Flash, which we won't be getting until after the third gem anyway. But yeah. And he's going to give us the TM for Bide, which... it's not a bad strategy. I like the move okay, but it's not friendly for a Nuzlocke. It's just not. Depending on getting hit in order to reflect a multiplication of the damage, just it's not worth it when crits run rampant in Gen 1. But we did it. We did it. We are well back on the road to getting back to Erico, where we were before. Let's go ahead. Buy some more Pokeballs. And we're gonna want potions. I don't have enough to buy another antidote, but that's okay. It's not very likely that we're gonna get poisoned because we're not going back to the forest. I think there's like 1 or 2 trainers over here that might have poison sting on some of the movesets, but worst comes to worst, I'm just gonna come back here. Go ahead and heal up. Might as well grab some Pokemon out of the box, take them with me, even though it's, what, a Pidgey, a Weedle, and a Caterpie, I think, are the other ones that I have. Go ahead and grab Pheasant, Margarine, and Shanks. Okay. And I guess we'll go ahead and get ourselves to Mount Moon. Alright, level 15, level 12, let's think. So, we've got a rival battle coming up when we get through Mount Moon, and we have Nugget Bridge area. And we'll have Misty's gym. Misty's got, her level cap's 21 because her Starmie is level 21. And then, vaguely off the top of my head, I can double check here, but I'm pretty sure the rival's got like, yeah, he's got 4 Mons, highest is level 18 with the Pidgeotto, so yeah, we can continue to use Bulbasaur for a little bit here. I'd like to be able to use Bulbasaur in that fight, so he can't level up too much, but that's what we got teefers for. Which is a good starter for Omega Ruby. Honestly, I feel like you can't go wrong with any of the starters in that gen. All of them end up being pretty strong Pokemon, especially in that game because they each have Mega Evolutions. I would guess if I would to make a flat recommendation, I would recommend Torchic, just because getting you don't have a lot of access to fire types until you get till around the 5th gym. So if you'd like to have a fire type on your team for the beginning half of the game, and a solid one at that, Torchic would be a good pick. I mean, Mudkip and Trico are solid choices too. Mudkip has the memes and the lulls and ends up being a water ground type, which is cool. But you get... there has always been a lot of water types in Pokemon up through Gen 3, but Gen 3 really, really expands the water types. You'll always have access to water types to use on your team. And then Trico, when Mega Evolves, you're going to end up being a Grass Dragon type, which is cool. But otherwise, it's pure grass, physical, typically a physical move user. Mudkip, yeah. You could always go for Mudkip for the lulz. I actually drew this little fella as one of the channel redemptions on here. You can put some channel points to make me draw a Gen 1, 2, 3, or 4 Pokemon. And I get 2 minutes and 30 seconds to draw them there on my post-it. And then at the end of the 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you can either have me just stop right there, and it'll be whatever kind of abomination it looks like at that point, or you can let me, you can allow me to continue the drawing until it more so resembles what it is I'm supposed to be drawing. And I believe, I want to say it was actually Boomer in the chat that requested Mudkip, if I remember correctly. Did he hit me with enough sand attacks? Is that why I was missing? Yeah, I'm missing. Okay. Time to switch. Okay. Already time to go back and heal, so that I don't lose teefers. Fireburb it is. I mean, you can't go wrong picking any of them, but fully evolved, I mean, Blaziken is a firefighting type, which is pretty strong. And as I mentioned before, fire types are not easy to get a hold of in Gen 3 or Gen 4 for that matter, so... Generation 4 is Diamond and Pearl, so that one was on the DS originally when it released, and that would be Turtwig, Piplup, and Chimchar are the starters for that region. Yeah, that's right, they're coming out later this year, the remakes, and I'm excited for them. I even purposefully sought out a shiny Zubat and a shiny Ponyta in hopes, I caught them in Let's Go Eevee, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to transfer them to Pokemon Bank and then from there transfer them into Diamond and Pearl to be able to use them in my playthrough. Everybody's pretty healthy, so we'll go ahead and take on the next trainer here. Right. I wasn't sure back when I decided I was going to catch those shinies that the new Diamond and Pearl would be compatible with Pokemon Home. Just because, I don't know, Nintendo Game Freak make interesting choices sometimes when it comes to what's compatible and what's not, so... I'm assuming that it'll be compatible. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't, but I'd love to transfer some shinies in there because I'm assuming the potential for shiny odds in the new game won't be as good as it is in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. Shiny hunting in that game is probably going to be more time consuming, I would have to imagine, because Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu has like the second or third best odds as far as Pokemon games to get shinies in, only getting beaten by, actually I think Gen 7's Gen 6 and 7, whichever games have the feature where you can scan the grass. I forget what that type of chaining is called, but there's a specific way you can chain in some of the Gen 6 and 7 games that can give you higher odds. And then, of course, Pokemon Go has ridiculously good shiny odds when catching Pokemon on there. Oh, I've got Hyper Fang now. I should probably do that. There we go. Hyper Fang is awesome. In fact, I want to read... Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to quickly look at Rattata's stats. He's almost same level as Bulbasaur now. I mean, a lot of people love Pokemon Go, but there's... I will say the actual battling in that game, I just don't enjoy it. I just don't find it fun. It's great if you love catching Pokemon. It's a cool free thing that Pokemon said, you know what, Niantic, you go ahead and use the system you've already made for another game, and we'll throw Pokemon in there, and that'll be fun for everybody. But it's just not for me, especially when if I've got Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. I don't have any that void has already been fulfilled for me. I guess. My boy Teefers is getting strong. See if we can get a little switch training in now. Start with Shanks. Yeah, Pokemon Go is super popular, and they did do a good thing in making it free. Like anybody with a phone or iPod Touch or like a tablet, some type of smart device can access it and play the game for free and catch Pokemon and trade and do all that. So yeah, I was always kind of that way too, Nettie. When Pokemon Go first came out, the phone that I had could barely handle it to begin with, and when it was functioning, I didn't really live in an area where like Pokemon stops were a thing, and you have to visit those Pokemon stops to keep refreshing and get more Pokeballs and items and other things that you need. So it just didn't work well for me. And I'd much prefer to sit down somewhere and enjoy and play something on a console on a TV screen than try to stare at my phone and deal with it that way. And on top of it, I have large hands, so I feel like half the time when I'm just trying to type and text on my phone, I end up hitting the wrong buttons all the time. I feel like my brain is shorting out. What was I doing? That's what I was doing. I was trying to make sure my Weedle doesn't get killed. Solid Hyper Fang. Another solid Hyper Fang. Shanks is up to level 6. Teefers gets to level 15. Did some solid damage with Hyper Fang. Hyper Fang is so nice to have. Honestly, it makes me regret not leveling up my Rattata from the last run. But instead of him, we had Nidoran Male, who, once we got past the first gym and we were able to get him in a Mount Moon, we made him a Nidoking so quickly that he was incredibly useful. So I don't regret the way I approached things last time, but Rattata having Quick Attack and Hyper Fang is a decent substitute. Oh, okay. Hi, Spearow. Alright, I might need chat's help for this. The last encounter that I ran into, what was it? What did I just run into? Because that thing I just ran into may have been my first encounter, or is this my first encounter in the grass? Because I have not caught a Pokemon yet on this route. I believe it was Kyogre. Pidgey? Okay, so I ran into a Pidgey in this grass, which we've already caught, so I still have my encounter. Spearow, I believe, is the first thing that I've encountered in the grass that I have not already seen, meaning this is my encounter, my catch for the route. And yes, we did beat the gym. We nailed it. We just stalled the hell out of Onyx with Leech Seed, so he could not bite us. So confirmed, this is our encounter. So let's switch. Actually, there's... I'm going to assume that Spearow doesn't have Peck yet. I don't know that that's true. Okay, it does have Peck. Did 11 damage. Which means a crit wouldn't kill me. Alright, sweet. We got our Spearow. What are we going to name this bad boy? I will put 30 seconds on the clock if anybody would like to redeem to nickname it themselves. Otherwise, I will come up with a nickname for it. If nobody wants to name him, he will end up being... the last Spearow that we had in the previous run got knocked out and had to go to the morgue box after we fought our rival in the SS Anne. And the other one was named Ho-Oh. So I'm gonna name this one Needler? Okay. We can do Needler. Because the thing I was going to put was not going to fit, so I accept that. Needler it is. Makes me think of the old namey that was trying to name Pokemon. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hamilton. That's a good video. Can I just... get to mount... Oh, okay. Oh, Jigglypuff. Ooh. Jigglypuff, they should have taken you out of the microwave a little earlier, because... Damn, girl. What the hell's going on there? Man, you look like a very abused piece of Play-Doh there, Jigglypuff. Bye-bye. Alright, here we are at Mount Moon. Oh, and in case anybody was curious, technically, yeah, I can buy a Pokemon in this Pokemon Center, but I'm not doing any of the gift Pokemon or this exception. It's not a gift Pokemon. Technically, you pay for it, but I'm not going to buy the Magikarp. I'm not allowing myself that. Yeah, I think it's this dude down here, actually. Yeah, if I got a deal just for you, I'll let you buy a Magikarp for 500. You say no. On a normal run, sure, I'd buy it, but not this time. The Mew Sprite from Green is cursed. Yes, yep, yes it is. Yes it is. I think the Sprite in yellow looks good, but the Sprite in green... Is that what you just sent me? Hang on. Oh. Man, the Sprite in green is... Sprite in green almost looks like... that's the Mew that they conducted the genetic experiments on when they were making Mewtwo. It looks like one of the rejected, almost Mewtwo's, but not quite. That Mew's been through some things. Okay, so we got a pretty solid team here. Tell you what, let's go ahead and get our Mount Moon encounter. Also, I want to check... That's not it. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get our... Let me put margarine away, because I thought about maybe having a Butterfree, but... I'll put you away from now. We'll go ahead and get our encounter here in Mount Moon. Oh, I guess I should have a Pokemon that's actually capable of fighting whatever shows up. That would help. Alright, who do we got? Zubat. Not bad. I was honestly kind of hoping for a Geodude like we got last time, but Zubat's not bad. I like Zubat. Guess... Okay, yeah, we should be... In theory, we should be able to tackle again. Wow, I hate... So Leech Life is a Bug-type move, but in Generation 1, Bug is not only super effective against Grass, but it's super effective against Poison, even though it's not supposed to be. So his very weak move is doing 4 times effective damage, dealing 10 damage each time, which I do not like that. That's not good. I'm going to tackle him one more time. That's probably going to bring him back into the green, though. Yeah. Then we're going to switch, because I'm not losing my Bulbasaur to... Yeah, it's true. Leech Life is like the only... It's like the only Bug-type move, because you don't have... I mean, you get, what, Fury Cutter in Gen 2? I think that's Gen 2. I don't think it's even Gen 1, right? And then Bug Bite doesn't exist until Gen 5, I think. Oh yeah, technically there's Twin Needle, but the only Pokemon that get that are Beedrill and, what, Jolteon, I think, learns it too. And even still, Twin Needle... Or, no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Pin Missile. Pin Missile is the one that Jolteon learns. Yeah, I think you're right. Twin Needle is technically the strongest base power. And even then, it's garbage. So... I think Twin Needle is the one that Beedrill exclusively learns. And then... I know Pin Missile is the one that Jolteon can learn. Because you see that in Stadium and Stadium 2 all the time. Now that I've got Rattata, hopefully this tackle can be a range. Oh well, I guess we're not getting Zubat. Alright, well now I can put... Oh, let me go heal. That's okay. Not getting Zubat there isn't a huge loss, but it would have been nice to get an encounter here. Having Zubat on the team meant having another poison type that'd be super weak to psychic type moves. But what can you do? I think from here, go ahead and do just a little bit of training. So let's get... that's not what I want to do. Galactic Reptile, thank you so much for the sub, bud. I appreciate you. Welcome officially to the swamp, and enjoy... Oh, with Prime. Very nice, very nice. And enjoy your brand new Gator Raider emote. There she blows. There he is. And we are... My subscriber thing is not updating accurately. As you can see, it still has the sub stuff from the last stream. But we're getting very close to our first benchmark when it comes to subscribers. And once we get to that first benchmark, we will... I would like to be a saltwater crocodile, please. I guess... I'm trying to think. There are swamps where the water is brackish enough that you'd survive for sure. I think we could coexist. But you're more than welcome to be. What was I saying? Oh, we're getting very close to that first milestone when we get enough subscriber points that I'll have more emote slots, and we'll be transferring those tier 2 and 3 emotes into those tier 1 slots so that everybody can have access to them. And the more emote slots I can get, the more emotes I'll be happy to make. So, is this a Cyberpunk Renekton? So that is my little icon dude. Because you're a founder, you get the first badge there. But if you saw my regular subscriber badge, it's the automated alligator. And he's actually holding a weapon from a video game that I've never played. But there is a high-tech looking gator gun in a video game out there, and that was the inspiration to be my little raid emote. But I totally see the Cyberpunk Renekton. I can see where you're going with that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and put... Now that we have a Spearow, honestly, I would rather run... I would rather have Spearow on the team than Pidgey because, well, frankly, Spearow already has Peck. And Pidgey is going to take forever to learn Wing Attack. And I just don't feel like waiting and or training this particular Pidgey all the way to that point. So, yeah, Leech Life's not doing anything now, is it, Zubat? Pokemon are weird nowadays. Yeah, they're getting more and more, I guess, creative with designs. Although, I think for every new Pokemon that somebody goes, why on earth did Game Freak create this and say it was okay and submit it as one of the final designs? I still think for every new one, I could go back and pick an old design and be like, it's not any worse than this one. Like, somebody was complaining the other day about, I think it was Vanillish, the one that looks like an ice cream cone. And I was like, okay, I see your point. That's why would they do that? But literally Voltorb. Voltorb is just the Pokeball design without the little button on it. That's all it is. Just found a Zigzagoon. Hey, you found the Rattata of the Hoenn region. Basically. Grimer and Muck, yeah, I mean, they are a pile of sludge, of waste that is alive. They're the Frosty the Snowman of garbage. I don't know. Yeah, but we're gonna... Oh, that's why I'm stuck here. I'm getting very distracted. I apologize. Gameplay is definitely taking the back seat at the moment. My bad. There we go. We can put Pidgey back now that we got Spearow on the team. Okay. Bloodfire, hey, how's it going? Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it.
Really?
Thank you so much for the sub, Bloodfire. I appreciate you. 2 months, yeah, 2 months already. Wow, I certainly appreciate all the support from since day one, basically. Thank you so much for the sub and for hanging out.
Call the neighbors. I want them to see this.
And thank you for the host as well. I appreciate you. And anybody out there that doesn't know Bloodfire, be sure to check out her channel. She does an awesome job playing Warzone, Plunder. She plays a lot of Call of Duty. She's playing some... You were also playing Mad Max and Serious Sam the other day on your birthday / 250 follower stream, which was awesome to be a part of. We had a lot of fun playing Plunder. We got 2 dubs that day. And it's always... Carl. It's always a pleasure. Definitely worth your time to go over, check out her channel, and give it a follow. Yeah, Mad Max. Oh, that's right. You played Subnautica for a while. Spyro, which Spyro is always good, and Uncharted. Uncharted is a great experience. I mean, it feels like, I would say more than half the time, it feels like you're watching a movie, but I feel like some games that could be taken as a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing in that case. That's just how pretty the game looks. Bloodfire hype. I'm actually terrified of Bulbasaur taking a crit here, so... Okay. There we go. Bulbasaur's up to 16. And our Bulbasaur is becoming an Ivysaur. Sweet. Which means... He a little bit thicker now. Let's move him just a tad bit. There we go. And let me get our boy Spearow up in the team list as well. Oh, yeah, yep. Crits are based on speed in Gen 1. That's exactly why I pulled Bulbasaur out of there, because Voltorb is quick, and he can easily get one of those quick crits. So far this run, no deaths. Even in the last run, up until, of course, our team got wiped, we'd only lost 1 Pokemon, and it was our Spearow that we lost to the rival battle in the SSAM. So I've been doing pretty good about keeping my Mons alive up until I decided, you know what, I only need one of my strong Pokemon with me that's quad weak to water. It'll be fine. And we got trashed for it, so that's good there. Let me get our boy Spearow. Where are you at, dog? There you are. Save. Just a second. I wish I was a little bit more quick and efficient about doing this, but sometimes I'm a fossil when it comes to this kind of stuff, so bear with me. There it is. There's our Spearow. There's our lad. Meow. His middle name is Kyle. That is indeed a fun fact. There we go. There is Needler. Boom. Alright. Now the intermission is over and back to the game. Playing Subnautica right now. Nice. Nice. Did it... So the last time you played, it made you restart, basically, right? Did you have to restart again this time, or did it carry over your progress from when I was watching you play last? Restart? Ugh. I wonder why that's happening. Is that just because they haven't patched something, or... Autosave is bugged, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Especially because that seemed to be a very, very promising game. I know a lot of, several of my friends were very excited for it. And I can imagine that that's a pretty big damper on the game, but... There you go, Zubat. Keep stealing 1 health at a time, bud. That'll get you places. I feel like I should probably just go back to heal. I was trying to get you to play it. Yeah, I watched him stream it some point last week. He was on. I got to watch him for a little bit too. It seems like a good game. I personally feel like I've played so many games of that kind that, or at least so many games of similar type to that recently, that I'm a little burnt out in that type of genre. But definitely something on my list to play in the future. Because recently I've played No Man's Sky and Astroneer, and to me those kind of fit into that same category. I did not mean to engage here, but I think we'll still be okay. Yeah, there we go. You crit me, but it doesn't matter. Cool. Ooh, one thing I want to do real quick is save, because I still have my old file. Alright, this is it. Say goodbye to the old file. Goodbye, old Pokemon. Alright, we saved on the new file. I want to double save because that's how we do things around here. Yeah, Maryland is good for that. Maryland loves to constrict us with the weather. I mean, the way that it is in Maryland, it's pretty much the only consistency you can expect with the weather is that it's going to consistently disappoint you. And by that I mean it's going to consistently be intense and random. We live every day at 50% chance of rain, 50% chance of sun, 50% chance of, I don't know, 50% chance it's going to feel like you're walking through water outside because of how humid it is. You never know. You never know what you're going to get, but you always know it's going to be intense. Tail whip. Okay, I need to do some stuff about that in the future. But yeah, let's go ahead and switch. Oh, you play Astroneer, Nettie? I liked playing it. I think I got to the 3rd or 4th planet before I took a break from it. You get the humidity. It's dry here right now. It's 60% humidity. Ugh. See, I'm definitely a person where I don't mind heat at all. I really don't. But humidity, forget about it. It's miserable. Dry heat is not a problem, but... yeah, I mean... I think I would take 103 at 60% humidity over... I don't know, 90 with 100% humidity, but that's still real bad. I wouldn't be happy to pick either one. But oh, we could have gotten a Paris. So exciting. I feel like I shouldn't be afraid. Yeah, okay. Still had a little bit of fear. I was like, what if we get the 1 in 256 chance that Peck misses, and then it hits me with Scratch and crits me, and I die. Those are the kind of thoughts that end up running through your head rampantly when you play the Nuzlocke. It just changes your perspective on everything. Rocket time. Sandshrew. Not liking the accuracy drops. Wow, we powered through it though. Okay. I think now's a good time to switch. Hit you with the Hyper Fang. Hit you with the Hyper Fang. Get an HP up. Maybe it's the other room that has the hidden moonstone. Doesn't matter, it's not like we have a Nidoran to work with anyway. And we didn't get a Clefairy encounter in here or the Jigglypuff encounter outside of the cave, so we really don't have any use for moonstones, and we get 2 guaranteed ones that are like physically in the overworld that you can pick up, so I'm not pressed about it. Needler's leveling up nicely. No legendaries rule. So I had thought about that, and I realized that what I'm gonna do for the legendaries, so Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, Mewtwo, I'm gonna treat them the same way that I'd treat any other encounters. So for Zapdos, for example, if we get to the power plant and I can manage to get from the door all the way to Zapdos without running into another encounter that would be counted as my first encounter, then I'm going to allow myself to attempt to catch that legendary. But if I encounter anything else that I haven't already caught that would be excluded with the species clause, then I can't catch Zapdos because I've already had my encounter for that route. So that goes for Zapdos, that goes for Moltres, that goes for Articuno, it goes for Mewtwo. Not that I can even get to Mewtwo before the Nuzlocke would be over anyway, because I'm only playing until I beat the Elite Four and become the champion. So Mewtwo's out anyway, but that's the way I'm approaching it. If I can manage to finesse getting through one of those areas using repels or whatever the case may be to get to one of those legendaries, yes, I am allowing myself to use repels. It's okay to use items outside of battle. The only item I'm allowed to use in battle is Pokeballs. So repels are okay. In fact, I was using them to get through Rock Tunnel without having to deal with so many Zubat, just because they're annoying, before we had to reset. So I think if I can finesse it, if I have enough cash saved at that point to get enough repels, use them to get all the way through before encountering something, and then manage to catch the legendary, then I'll allow myself to use it, basically. There are a lot of ifs and or buts that come before that potential, but why did I come back to the entrance of the cave? Because I think my Pokemon are in pretty good shape. Well, I'm here. I guess I might as well Run into another Zubat. Aren't I just the popular one? I didn't even battle you. What's going on? Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's another factor that to consider, is that the legendary could end my run if I'm not careful. So I don't at this point, I don't have any intention of going for the legendary specifically. But the only one, honestly, that I can think of that would be super useful would be Articuno. Just having an ice user to deal with Lance when the time comes, and or, you know, like Blue's Executor, you know, whatever, some of the rival Pokemon. But even still, I could try to get myself a Seal or a Dugong or something in that cave and still have an ice type, or have another Pokemon that can learn Ice Beam or something later. So yeah, of the three, Articuno would be the most desirable in my eyes. But I currently don't have any plan to try to use them for the Nuzlocke. It all depends on what valuable team members I have at that point, and what I think my odds are of actually succeeding. Because I could go through all that, lose 2 teammates in the fight with the legendary, and then fail to catch the legendary and have half my team or all my team wiped, for that matter. That's a very good point. Out of my face, Zubat. I already went down here. Why am I going back? Wait, did I already go down that one? I think I did. Yeah, okay. This is the other one. It is very nice to be able to fight a Zubat with a flying type. It doesn't have time for any of its shit. Gen 1 wrap. Ugh. Alright. Get a Rattata in here. Yeah, okay, I get it. Alright, the gift that keeps on giving is over. Rattata hit 16, nice. TMO1. Ether. TMO1. That's not Whirlwind, right? I think Whirlwind's TMO4? Actually, I have to check that now. I forget what that one is. Oh. Right. Mega Punch. TMO1 is Aero Blast. Not in this gen, it's not. I'm fine with wasting some potions here, I don't care. There is a Moonstone for us. I'll just keep going with Needler out in front. Wow, we encountered a Clefairy. That's kind of cool. Enjoy being in the ground, Clefairy. Sacred Fire is pretty cool, and the I don't know if if you were aware of this when you played Gen 2 way back in the day, I never was aware of it. So the Sacred Ash item that you get, I never used it in my original gold and crystal files. Never used it. And that thing, that's such a good item. Like, it's such a good item. And I'm sorry, that distracts a little bit from Sacred Fire. Sacred Fire is a cool move. But that made me think of the Sacred Ash right away. It has a really cool... we hit ourselves in confusion. And it hurt a lot. A lot. Confusion sucks. Well, sorry, Spiro. It seems like we can't keep you alive in any playthrough that we do. Bye-bye. I'm sad too. We got him all the way up to level 14, and then he dies because he hits himself in confusion. Go ahead, teefers. Do what you do. That's okay, though. We will have other opportunities for good Pokemon. Sorry, I just need to check one thing. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Rocket wants to fight. Sorry, I was looking at something for Supersonic. Favorite legendary beast order is Raikou, Entei, Suicune. For me, I switch Suicune and Entei. I don't like Entei very much. And honestly, I think it's because of the third Pokemon movie that I don't like it very much. Are we gonna lose? I think we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose to this Raticate. Okay. Oof, that was scary. Never do that again, Team Rocket. Never do that again. And yes, I'm sorry, Sacred Ash does revive your entire team. It's like a crazy good item. Get teefers back up to full strength. Although, well, I think shiny forms, I'd probably put that order in reverse. I think Entei has the cooler shiny form, and then Suicune's is alright, and then Raikou's just doesn't do much for me. Hyper Fang's so good. Alright, level 17. Geodude. Alright. For the sake of not losing any more teammates, I'm gonna run back and heal if I could stop getting interrupted every 2 steps. That is. I very much regret not buying repels. If I even have access to them in Pewter City. I'm pretty sure I do. Because that's where that one guy is like, look, I'm putting repel in my garden so that Pokemon don't eat all of my stuff. Another Clefairy. Nope, not down here. Now we're running into all the Paris in the world. So for the purpose of this run, I am allowing trades, because frankly, the odds that you're gonna run into the Pokemon that you need for a trade and catch it are pretty low. And thinking about the trades in this game, like, only a handful of them are really useful. Like one I can think of off the top of my head, if I managed to catch an Abra, I could trade it for Mr. Mime. There are a handful of other trades, and they're not all bad, but to me, it's such a specific amount of luck that you need to actually get the right encounter and catch it and then trade it away that I'm allowing them, although I don't really have any intention of doing any of the in-game trades, because how could I plan for that? How could I plan that I'm going to get the right encounter and catch that Pokemon to have it available for the trade? So I get... Oh, hold up. Okay, I still got Needler in the party. I need to put him away. Forgot about that. Luckily, we haven't used him for any battles or anything, so it doesn't matter that he's still in our party, but... Sorry, Needler. Rest in peace. Oh, I need to actually put him in the box, though. The morgue box. And we're going to use box 11 for that. Alright, time to get back to where the fossils are. If Zubat could mind its own damn business. And Paris, you need to listen to the mushrooms on your back and fuck off. I don't know, I couldn't think of something clever to end that with. Okay, teefers is just gonna sweep because this guy just has... Yeah, rats and then rats with wings. There we go. Music is fire, thank you. I'm utilizing Twitch soundtrack, and I just picked the Lo-Fi Beats channel. I was jamming out to the Latin hip hop channel while I was getting stuff set up for the stream. And I would have just left that one on, but then I realized I'm not fluent enough in Spanish to necessarily know what all of the what all the lyrics mean. And I would rather just have lyrics in the same language, so I don't have to worry about particular, if anybody asks what they're saying in the music, I'm not going to be able to easily respond, if that makes sense. Because I don't know. I know some Spanish, but not enough to translate lyrics as they're coming out, nor to moderate chat. So, can I just run? Please tell me I can just run. Okay, good. Bulbasaur out. I'll just run from everything till I get to... I forget if they call him a nerd in this, or if they call him a maniac. I can't remember. Or if he's called scientist. Super nerd, yeah, okay. Grimer. Voltorb. Okay, Vine whipped it, alright. Okay, good. He didn't crit us at all. Got through that fight. Okay. Got rid of the super nerd. We'll take the Helix fossil for the memes. Also, I'm sad to say I'm considering the fossil here as a gift Pokemon, so we will not be able to resurrect Lord Helix. In case anyone was wondering. Praise Lord Helix, baby! There's TM04. That's Whirlwind. That one I remember. Oh, and we get a fresh new encounter on this route. I do want to heal, though. And let's go ahead and see what our encounter is. What is the game going to throw at us? Oh, actually, I lied. I want to get more Pokeballs first. And let's see. Yeah, we got 10 Pokeballs. We got Antidote, Escape Rope. I still had an Escape Rope on me. I could have used it and not have to run all the way back out of that cave. Oh well, too late now. What was I doing? Potions. That's what I want. Alright, now let's go see what our encounter is. Nidoran? I hope so. I would love to have access to another Nidoran. That would be great. But it could be a Mankey or an Ekans or a something else. Well, we've already encountered you, so you are not it. Okay, pretty demanding there, but not gonna happen. I've already caught you. I've already caught you too, even though I'd like to catch another one since my other one is in the morgue box now. But I can't because I've already caught one. Come on, this is ridiculous. Just give me an encounter I haven't had already. I know other Pokemon spawn here. Ekans. Okay, Ekans is our encounter. Got it down to yellow in one hit. Okay, we got our sneaky snake. Could name him Garter. That'd be a good name. That's a thing, right? Garter snake? Maybe I'm crazy. Or maybe I'm spelling it wrong. No, I was right. Okay. Garter, it shall be. Alright, so I think what we'll do he's a rattlesnake. Oh, right, because like the yellow thing at the end of his tail is like a rattle. And then when he evolves, he's supposed to be a cobra. I guess I could have named him like I guess they're not rattlesnakes, but what are they called? The ones near us? Cottonmouth snake? The ones that are very, very venomous. Still like the name Garter, though. Remember correctly, there is an item out here. There it is. Pick that up. Copperhead? Okay. I swear... Maybe there's just another snake called the Cottonmouth, and that's what I was getting mixed up. But yeah, the Copperheads are definitely near our way. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to call it for a stream for today right here. We made significant progress and then lost all of our progress and made significant progress again. So next time we pick up the Nuzlocke, we're going to take care of the rival battle at the Nugget Bridge after we do just a little bit of training to get our team up to snuff. We'll have to deal with the Nugget Bridge stuff, go up and meet Bill, and we'll also take on Misty next time.